we doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so you wear the cleats every day. Is there a story behind that?
I'll tell you what, the cleats are a lot more comfortable than actual shoes I found. And so I get to run around a little bit, get to feel good about it. But the real thing is comfortable. Real comfortable.
Is that your kind of style, being hands-on? Really? Because I noticed a lot of you guys seem to be very involved with the drills, not just pointing and directing.
That's the focus. We want to be out there. We want to show them how to do it. We want to be able to explain things rather than just talking, because these guys see by doing. So if they see us do it, they see the coaches in different spots. We're giving them looks on defense. They learn best by seeing. So we try to do as much as we can.
The Huskies arguably had the best receiving core, one of the best last year. What do you think the potential is for finishing up?
No, I think it's great. There's a standard, and these guys understand what the standard is of receiver play over here. And, you know, we've been able to produce some really good receivers. Coach Fish and his offense have been able to do it. So these guys have seen it. They know what it looks like. They've got a great work ethic because of what they've seen from these older guys. We talk about it all the time in our room. We watch a lot of their stuff and what they did. And so these guys know that there's a standard of receiver play here, and they're ready to go.
So what was your assessment of the room when you came in, when you got the job? Halfway through spring, has anything been different? Obviously, Denzel, I have to imagine, surprised you a little bit.
Right. Well, a lot of these guys, you know, we all recruited, and so we've known them. You know, we recruited Denzel, recruited Giles. I've actually known Giles since my time over at San Jose State, being from that area, and so we knew a lot about these guys and what they could do. But obviously, once you see them on the field, all of them, from the bottom up, from the youngest guy to the oldest guy, they've been really impressive so far.
What is Denzel doing well that's allowing him to make so many plays out here?
Competition. He's the ultimate competitor. He loves to go out there, right? Every rep to him is the most important one. And so there's no plays off. Every time he's out there, he's playing full speed. I think that gives him a chance.
Wide receivers get a lot of attention in the recruiting process. A long time out there, every time I look up, he's making a play in the sermon out there. Tell me a little bit about what he's doing.
Yeah, Serm takes the game very serious. You know, he's a grown man. He knows what he wants to do, and he's not scared to compete by any means. And what he's done a really good job of is he's been able to learn all three spots. And so as those guys are trying to compete for a spot, the more positions you know, the faster you get on the field. And so I think that's what he's done really well, is learn every spot. And then, you know, at the end of the day, it's about who makes plays. So you go in there and you go make plays, you get more.
Do you know Jamarcus Shepherd?
Yeah, a lot of respect for Jamarcus Shepherd.
Similar personalities?
I don't know. I've never coached on the field with him, but you know, it was always funny, you know, because in the past few years, like the top receiving corps in the Pac-12 has been us over there at Arizona, and then the receiving corps here at Washington. So our receivers always watched Washington's receivers, and they always watched it in the same. So I've talked to Coach Shepherd a few times. He's a fantastic coach. I've seen him on the road. He's a relentless recruiter, and so I got some shoes to fill for sure. But we've produced at a high level at the places I've been with Coach Fish, so we'll keep that going.
And what you're teaching, how much different is it to what these guys have been doing for the past couple of years?
Yeah, I think for the most part, all receiver play. There's just a couple little things here, different philosophies here and there. But for the most part, what you want to see is guys go out there and compete and make plays, and that's my expectation for the guys.
What are your thoughts on Giles so far this spring?
Yeah, Giles been really good. He's been really good. You know, he's got great speed, and we all know that. But the thing that actually has shown up to me the most with him is his ball skills. Very, very strong hands. He's made a bunch of tough catches, especially in the slot where you got, you know, linebackers coming here. Sorry about that. Linebackers coming here, safeties coming there. And so the confidence that he has in his hands has been real special.
Is he still a return man?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
He kind of lost that duty with his injury last year. And he's got 95, 97-yard kickoff returns on his record.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's a fantastic elite, I would call it, returner. You know, he's got the running back background from his days in high school, so he's got great vision, and I think that's why he's so elite at it. And so for sure, we'll get him out there this year.
I know one of the things Jamarcus was big on, and it was evident last year, was the blocking of the wide receivers. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know Denzel doesn't mind getting his hat.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing us as a staff. You know, when you get here, you kind of watch all the tape, and there was limited film on the guys, but what you saw when Denzel was in the game, he was blocking his butt off. And so that's nothing, like, that's a mindset. You know, obviously we'll coach the technique of it, but in order to be a good blocker, you got to have the mindset. You got to want to go in there and get dirty. And he put that on tape from his time last year.
And Rashid out there with the number 1 recruit quite a bit, redshirted last year. How has he kind of responded to that opportunity?
Yeah, really good. He's learning every day. You know, I think you'll hear me keep saying this over and over again is the competition of it, but he's learning every single day. He wants to win. He wants to compete. And you know, Rashid is actually somebody that I was really close with in the recruiting process. Him coming out of high school, spent a ton of time at his high school in Pittsburgh, and so I knew a lot about him really when he got here. And so the biggest thing for him is just continue to learn. You're getting those competitive reps, which he didn't get a bunch of previously, so just learning and getting used to it.
Jeremiah.